To the Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock, and it's May the 7th, 2025. Let's get started. This is the NQ. Looking at the, let's back out to where I had a, so this is the overall I look for on Sunday. So what we did is we took out Friday's low. We set the low of the week, and we've come back to Friday's low, tapped off of Friday's low, and then there's this big BISI here, and we've come all the way back inside it and filled it. And now we have a nice little reaction off of that. So depending where we go for this next hour, if we can get above this little consolidation again, this becomes a CAM 3 model potential for further upside. So if we see Wednesday start to move higher, make the high of the week. So this was Tuesday's low of the week, and now we'll start to see this slowly climb higher. I know everybody's looking at this big monthly rundown, but if we close below this level, then you can look for that weekly, monthly objective. Right now, I'm still bullish on this until we break this level here, which is another 600 handles away. So we've cleared up the low, and now I'm hoping to see that this filling out. I didn't want to see this whole BISI fill in here. I just wanted to see this high or the open of that candle. I didn't want to see it start filling up the rest of this BISI, and it's come down and filled the whole thing. Not a great sign. If you're looking at it as a graded response, it's not really a, it's right back into this breaker right here, and probably right in the 50% of that breaker. So I don't want to see it come back and revisit it again in the next hour. I just want to see this slow continual climb up, back up, and finding continuous support if we're going to go higher. We start to roll over and close below the consequent encroachment here. If we close below that on the hourly and come back into it, then we're looking for these lows again, and then potentially much further down, heading for this discount error, this hourly down here. So for this to remain bullish, I want to see this little trend line get broken to the upside. That's what I'm looking at there. And let's have a look at ES. This is what you wanted to see in Dow Jones. I want to see this whole chunk here stay open. Like you look at the 50% of this range. And you've just popped below that into the discount range, and we're back into that hourly level. And I want to see this breaker here hold right near the top of it. You don't want to see this whole thing fill in. So now I want to see that pull away. So you look for the lower time frames to see if that confirms a reversal. You got nothing on the 15-minute. Let's go to a 5-minute. Nothing on a 5-minute. We just had a small little pop up here, come back inside, head for premium range, which is right here. You hit that, come back down to a discount, run back up to a premium, back down to a discount, back up to a premium, down to a discount. Look how many times you were box to box, internal range liquidity hunting, the here to here, and then finally break through, take out the highs, catch a reversal, wait for the low to get taken. It does, come back into it, continue lower, clears out the low, and now you want to see this trade back through this whole level here, or this could be the next price leg down lower. So if this is going to drive down deeper into that fair value gap fill on the BISI, which is Nasdaq's already done, I want to see if that this has got some strength and starts to pull back higher. But it's bearish right now. Let's look at the hourly here. Now you see this one? This is more along the lines of what we're looking for. Remember we said with this big breaker that we had down here, if we have this return back to this right there, tap that high, and that's the kind of thing I wanted to see on NASDAQ. I did not want to see it drift all the way down here and fill it. So the Dow Jones is much stronger than all three. If you look at, again, keep your eye on this level here on the hourly. See how we've already started digging into it here, and then Dow Jones or NASDAQ, it's filled that whole fair value gap already, right? So this one hasn't, and this one's just touching the top of it. See that? So if this is the latecomer and it's finally going to give up the ghost and drop lower, if the NASDAQ drops below this level and then comes back into there's a small little fair value gap over here, a SIBI. It comes back into that. You want to see that continue coming lower and take out these lows. So if this follows suit, we'll slowly see this degrade today below this level. The fact that we started going higher these last 2 hours, this is not a good sign. This repeating return back into here. So we've already ate into the mean threshold of this candle once, twice, 3 times, and now we're eating through it again. So this tells me it wants to go lower. But this was the most bullish one out of the bunch. Copper's into this little zone we talked about over here. There's the first one. There's the second one. And we're right up in the top of the first one. There's a small little imbalance in there. If I stretch it out, you'll see it sitting right there. See that? We're up inside there. Hit the top of it. And we're having a nice little reaction off of that. I'd like to see that we have not traded above here yet, so you're still inside this whole SIBI. It's just a fair value gap right now. And we're just coming back inside it. We can just reclaim it a bunch of times before you break out. Create an inversion on either side. I don't know what's going on with this one. Wheat just refuses to get down there, hey? It just keeps coming back into this level, find some support. And I'm still expecting it to drag down into here today, tomorrow, sometime this week. Expect to see these lows get taken and run into the lower liquidity. We wanted to see it come back and find support in here yesterday. It looks like it has for now. And now your soybeans, you want to see it get above 0.58 on a close and go higher. If not, we've got to get above this level right here. That low has been taken, so if this becomes an inversion point, you want to see that start running for these highs. Still looking for this upside objective here with support inside here and here next. Sugar's run out our little sticks down here. So I've got we got this breaker here holding price. I want to see it close above that candle and start running back into here. Then I'll be looking for this stick to get into here and this stick here to hold price right there. So you want to get above that level to go higher, and then you're aiming for that stick, and if that holds and it rolls over, look for these lows. $388 has to hold price. I want to see this turn into a wick now. Start to climb back higher and take out this high. If we're going to go higher, I don't want to see it close below this low. So coffee needs to start reacting off that level. I suppose it could come all the way down to 387.35, which it already did here. So this fact that we were coming back and revisiting it, it's better if it doesn't turn into a wick and just ends up going sideways for a while. You're pretty much stuck inside this BISI here. So we've hit the upside objective here in live cattle. Next, see how this week, I don't want to see this turn into a fair value gap and then start trading below it, into it, and then we get back into this range again. I want to see that find some support. If it wicks down into here today, closes this in, and then starts to move higher. But today may be just a little small candle, and then tomorrow, being Thursday, you'll see a wick higher and then run down into this and see if it ends up being a reversal candle running through that whole BISI. We'll see what that's going to be like tomorrow. So today I just kind of expect a small candle day in live cattle, or just let it run. But I expect to see this stay open here. Some measure of it staying open. Still looking for cocoa to reach our upside objective here. Now that we've traded below this level and we're traded back into it, I'm expecting to see this wick or this bullish candle turn into a wick now and go lower. Though it can drive all the way up to 4692 or 4696. If it's definitely weaker, it'll hold in here and roll over and come back down, take out these lows. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see it close above that. If it closes above that, we're coming back into this range here. Little pigs are stuck in that little barn there, hey? That whole civvy is just being worked. You still have downside here. So, and you still have lots of upside, equal highs, equal lows. Still in that consolidation. Oof. Crude oil, see how we've hit this reversal on the hourly overnight? For us, it would be overnight. Traded through it, came back into it right there perfectly 3 hours ago, and now we're getting the low, a run lower. So smart money reversal, low risk sell. So we've got this BISI here that we want to see if that holds price. And you just start getting this run back up. It has to close above this candle here. And then that's your upside objective. So you want to see that get taken at 59.91. Right now you've got a buffer for lower. And we're just sitting on this one right now. So if you get another break in market structure down here, I return back into this area here. I want to see that oil breakdown. That's already hit the premium level up here. So if we see this breakdown through here, I'm looking for a continuation on the downside for oil. And if it holds price, you're looking for this to get above here. So if you're just internal range liquidity hunt, see how we've already broken down. We've got this reversal here, traded back into it, took out the lows, traded back into the lows, took out the low, traded back into the low, go lower. See this reversal? Reversal takes out that high, or just creates the new high. So you got balanced highs here, equal highs. Then all of a sudden, as soon as you see it trade through it, you go, I'm on the wrong side of this. It trades back into it right there, extends the range, takes the range out lower. So now what you want to see is it get back above these levels, but it's not. You see how it's revisiting the next level? This little imbalance here, the body's closed below it. You trade back into it, and this, so you have to include this whole area right here. Now it's just rolling over and coming back down lower. So it feels like it's just going to give up the ghost on this one and take out these lows. So it's not until 9:30. We'll see if this 9:30 creates a low and we start to get a reaction off of that and go higher on the hourly perspective. Unless at 8:30, so 9:30 just comes down in here and this creates one of those bear traps where you just come down, tap it, you think it's going to run short, and then all of a sudden it turns on you. So let's just wait for the next hour or so to see if we take out this low. Right now it's still bearish, so that's the likelihood right now. Gold has given us a reversal here. Nice distinctive displaced candle down, and it took out this low, or this BISI here. Trades back into that BISI, and we continue to extend the range. We're trading below this level now. We've traded back inside it, all here, that whole candle. So you take that candle right here. And you want to see this breaker hold price, and then we're back inside the consequent encroachment, or sorry, the mean threshold of this candle. It seems to be holding price. So you're kind of a battling between these two candles right now. It's got to break back out above the breaker. Use the breaker for support and start running back up into this premium box. If it can get through that premium box, look for continuation for the next highest range, or next high in the next range up here. So we've traded above that level. That's good. Trade back into this level. I want to see this just tap this level here and then go higher. I don't want to see it come all the way back down into here. You want to see a little bit more bullishness off of here. I want to see this kind of kick off of here and start driving higher. If it rolls through that level, then we're heading back down here again. And so this yesterday we were talking about Bitcoin and how we were looking for it to get above that 15-minute. It did, found support at it. Then we want to see it get above here, right? And aiming for this upside objective up here. So it closed above, then below, above it again, ran into that level, came back down, did not find support, just ran all the way back down to this breaker here. Found support there. Took the high out, literally open closed on it. Ran that high. Upside objective was taken. Open closed on that one again. And that level here, look at how we come back into that order block again. The high of it. And now we're back up inside this range here again now. And now we've consolidated. So you have one little objective above you here. You got one above you there on the 15-minute. And I'm looking at these relative equal highs here. Let's see if that holds price there. See if that holds price. And I don't want to see this whole thing fill in, but if it does, look for that old high there and back into that little gap here. Take those taken off again. If it gets back through 1837, look for a run. This could be the takeoff. This could be the next price leg higher. Look at that. From there, it's $10. That's like 50% return on your money since April. Crazy. You catch a low taken, big reversal. You don't get a chance to get on it here. See how we've closed above it, but you don't get a chance to get in it. So you look for the next one, which is right here. Pop up. There's your opportunity to get long. You're aiming for upside objective 1, another upside objective 2, also the breaker. So here's your breaker and the first objective. You roll over. Want to see if this takes this low out. It does. Use support off that level. Mean threshold holds. This is the level you say, I don't want to see it break below here. It does. And remember, we're talking about those areas that you don't get an opportunity to get in on it, and it starts to break the levels you want to see hold support. Guess where it's headed? So you watch this level and then watch this level down here. It doesn't tend to forget them. So you want to come back, find some support in here, whether it's just tap the high or the consequent encroachment of it. I like to see the consequent encroachment of that, so it leaves a portion of this busy open and then starts to move higher. Take out these relative equal highs above us and then aim for this premium. So discount and premium way up here. And then the buy side objective a little later. So if this just rolls over here now, this is just gathering up some more orders to go higher, unless it takes this low out. It's run out the highs. It's running below this imbalance here. If we close below this and come back into it, this could be just the maze run on the high and then start running back into this range here. It's just popped up there yesterday. And this week's usually there's a high created or a new high or swing point today or tomorrow. So if this just creates a swing low and then comes back through this level, then I want to see that go higher. Right now, if this closes today below this level, then I'm expecting rollback to close to go lower for the rest of the week. Don't know about this guy. Has made new highs. So it needs to get back below here if it wants to go lower. Otherwise, this looks like if we can come back into this level right here, find some support right off the top of that wick right there, it's in the perfect spot. Now this retracement, you want to see that continue going higher and not start to run through that level of 87.05 on a close. So that's got to stay strong. This is already closed below that level already, or already ran down below here. That's got to kick back here and go through this level. Otherwise, this is going to come lower and use this level tomorrow for support to come lower. But we want to see this turn into a wick and stay above that level. If not, that now becomes the new inversion for a continuation for prices to come lower. Oh, look at the pre-market. Blew right through our expectation of 96.17 and has run right through this level. So like we say, if it closes above or opens above, comes back to, and then starts to continue going higher. There's a premium array already inside that larger range. You're already over 50% of Disney's first expectation. There's 50%. You're above that already. So you've got this whole section up here as a premium that could run into. And then if we close above that, well, then Disney, something's just happened with Disney that's lit a fire under it and it's doing well. We expect that Disney wouldn't do so well, considering the drop in tourism, the Snow White not doing so well. Just goes to show you about fundamentals, eh? So if we open up here, I want to see this candle hold support now. They're literally opening right on that candle's high. So this could be like a bear trap here or bull trap. You want to see it close above that level and continue going higher. But if it just opens there and just continues to march back down again and then closes below it, then we're back inside this SIBI here. We've already swept the low. So you can see a retracement all the way back into this level here. all the way down to 92.27. British pounds found some support off of our daily. And we're looking for this premium box up here. And I think we're already in it. Yeah, we just bounced off of it. So now we've come back down into bounced off this one. Bounced off that one. So you're going from discount to premium. Now, if it dries back up again, I want to see it get above this level and then run for these highs. If it just comes into the mean threshold of this, freezes up and then starts to roll over, those are the two exit points for lower prices or higher prices. US dollars closed below that level, come back into it. Now you want to see this roll over and come back down to the top of here. So you're between this imbalance and this imbalance here. From that low to that high, you want to see if we can break through this level on a close, get above that, or break through this level on a close to go lower. That would force the British pound higher, the euro dollar to go higher. Canadian dollar wants to creep up there still. We banged off that premium box again. That's good. We've closed above this level in Japanese yen. If we come back into this SIBI, which is what we're doing right now, and I want to see that start pushing higher and get through this imbalance here and start running for that high for Japanese yen. Still expecting silver to get up here. If we're consolidating in here, I still want to see us push through these key levels. So here, take out that high, get out above this consolidation, or this, sorry, this imbalance right here. Find some support above that, hit this one, then find some support here, here, and just keep pushing up like that. All right, see how now we've dropped down below that level again? We've wicked below it. The only one I see left is in here. Well, we start to burn through that. This one right here, all the way down to, no, it's pretty much tapped to bottom of it here. You're at that no-go zone now, so you want to see if this hour is the 9 candle or the 10 creates the wick, and then we'll see a reversal on that. So we're at a 9-10 turn here. And if the 10 continues to push through, we don't get a reversal. If it pops through here, then look for these lows all the way into lunch hour. So let's say good morning. We got one more minute. See where the market's open. Shepherd, good morning. Ali, Sandra, hello. Good morning. Hadi, my friend. Chris, good morning. Hans, hello. Derek, good morning. Didn't get a notification this morning. Anyway, let's see how much we can protect this morning. You didn't get a notification. Yeah, notice there was no commercials on this when I opened it up this morning either. Here's the open. Look for Tuesday's first fair value gap or the 8:30 open. There's the last of that. Oops. There's the last of that lowest SIBI. As usual, I have not done my it's Wednesday today, not Thursday. Look at these overlappers. They're literally overlapping each other here now. That's the low. That's the high. And look at all these overlapping ones here. There's so much above us here. That's the lowest part of that lowest SIBI. Nice reaction off that. Body trades above here. come back inside the consolidation. I want to see that march higher. Start reaching for here now. Yeah, that's kind of strange. I don't see any, I haven't seen a commercial on here at all. Usually when I sign on, there's a commercial, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I'll have to contact them, find out what's going on. So watch mean threshold of this candle. Ideally, you want to see us get above 830's candle, not just tap one and come lower. Mean threshold, hold price, and you want to see this climb up above the 830 and start reaching for this premium box up above us. We can still tap off that SIBI here, hourly SIBI that we looked at. Tap off that, then go higher. Obviously, we're still bearish overall. So the fact that we didn't just close above here, come back and tap this and leave with intention, this whole drag in there, but not a good sign. And we're eating through this mean threshold already, so not a good sign. We'll see that come lower, I guess, now. Back to the 830 objective or the inversion fair value gap on Tuesday. Just keep in mind you can still stay inside here. Get a reaction off of that. It's choppy, not clean price action, so wait for your macro to set up. Or wait for this opening range to establish itself. Four hour, you want to see it come back and tap that high or that open at 866, which is what it did right here. I want to see that hold. I want to see that just turn into a wick now. If we start to eat through 1, 2, 3 arrays all in one, then these lows are next. So this 4 hour, watch to see if it closes into this 813. We start to get down into this 813 level, which puts us right in that initial fair value gap right here from Tuesday. That's the line in the sand. And if we close below that, then look for the lows and a much deeper run down into here. Yeah, something else over here. Oh, there's one right here on a 1 minute chart. So 18,842 to 18,850. I still would like to see this 4-hour hold. Suppose you can get wicks through there. Let's see you, Mr. Hour. Puts us in the mean threshold of that last down close candle. And puts us right on 860. As you see a wick get below here, 10 o'clock, a wick, take that out. Then look for a reversal. All hinges on the first 10-15 minutes of 10 o'clock, I think. Well, that'd be a good place for it. If 10 o'clock came down there, just swept that low and dug into that inversion hoodie and then left from there. But if this 4-hour holds right on that level, break highs, I'd want to see it break up here to get more bullish again. So just run for this premium array. You don't want to see it just go up to here, then roll over at 10 o'clock, come back here one more time before taking that high. 10 more minutes and the macro begins. See how those are key important levels, right? It just literally opened, closed on that level, opened on that level, ran the high out now. It's into this messy consolidation. Could see it run back down into here. We stayed above this consequent encroachment. More bullishness. Keep your eyes on this level up here. I'll highlight the whole section there so you can see that's where you want to go. There's a whole bunch of these arrays up here. Look at those 3 days and their opening range. Midnight open. All of them are sitting up in there. So you'd figure that would be the draw somewhere today. If Tuesday's made the low, I guess Wednesday would be the new low, wouldn't it not? No, Tuesday's low. The fact that we're wicking already into this through this level on the hourly makes sense, though. If we're just wicking into this, as long as we close above here, and then look for this hour to run through this level, take these highs out, find support at the highs, that then becomes a cam 3. So you can see it run back down into here. Once we get a body through here, come back down, find a lunch hour, run into this level here, and then push higher. That would be bottom of London's low. Just tap out London's low. That's 50% of that leg to go higher. So if you see lunch hour pull back into here, be nice to see this candle end to create a Sibyard here, and then start to the next hour start pushing through that level and running higher. So 10 o'clock, run through, 11 o'clock, retrace into 12 o'clock. 12 makes the low, so you got 11 o'clock finishing here, 12 o'clock giving you the swing point, and then pushing higher. And then from 12 on, I'd like to see that just keep moving higher. How's that for a bit of hopes and dreams? The crude oil. Yeah, we're already below this level already on the hourly. So I'd like to see this hour close below this level and then use this box right here and that candle. This is your graded response. Those two candles are your graded response. If we close below that level, your A plus setup would be just come back, tap that low and go lower. B level response would be the body. C would be the consequent encroachment. And then your D is anywhere inside here. And it loses its luster if we start to fill that whole thing in again. If you can get back into here, that'd be what I'd expect to see, no more than that level here at 59.30, and then continuation. But the A plus one would be a close below here, come back in and use this breaker. There's a small little swing here, takes that one out. It's the parent swing of that little run above there as well. So I'd like to see this breaker here act as support to go lower. And you're looking for a discount down in here the next hour. Looking for that box there. So you want to see it close here, come back, find support there, hit here. If we drive through that on a close, look for a run on the lows. And then if you take that whole low out, look for this again to provide support to continue coming lower. And you're digging all the way back into this big old gap back here again. That's my thoughts on that for now. From the hourly perspective, from the 5-minute perspective, in order to see it run back up into here, and the high would be here. So you got this whole section in here. Once it closes below there, you don't want to see just a wick through here and then start pulling back in. You got to see a body close below here, James. That's how I would like to see it. Whether you get that or not remains to be seen in the next 12 minutes. So here you want to see we're coming back into this premium range here of this small little range. So I'd expect to see some sort of resistance off of here. If we're going to close the hour below, I want to see this level here. Hold price. Come on. I want to see that level hold price. If we get above it and the hour is done, then we could see another, with this little tiny fair value gap here, swing. He came all the way back inside it right there. How perfect is that? And then went higher to the premium. So small box down here to box up here. That's beautiful. Now I want to see it roll over, take this little box out and close below here at 10 o'clock. And you could literally use 10 o'clock to run all the way back up into here for 11 o'clock to continue coming lower. So it's got to close below. It's got to stay down in here below this level. Again, if it doesn't, then I'm not bearish on this until we close below here, not just a wick, just a stop run and then start running higher. Because then you're like, okay, so if it gets back above 59.37, get above here, then we're looking for a run up into this premium box way up top here. And then you're looking for higher prices. So those are your two different objectives. Needs to close below here for me to be bearish. Just not done yet, eh? We're looking for this to run below here, create the reversal, and then look for slow, steady march up higher. Here's your macro. A lot of wire in here. Yeah, this Bissy here. Still not closing it. So 75% of that, you want to see a portion of that stay open. If it's bullish still, your graded response, your A plus setup would have been just this one right here and then leave. Then it rolled over. So you're looking for this one. You want to see it leave, it rolled over. That one there, next, take off, rolled over again. Mean threshold, touched it, and then just continue to roll down into this level here. So you've had three different levels that it's touched it, gave you the impression it wanted to go higher, then rolled over. Wanted to go higher, rolled over. So that's it. You don't want to see it close that thing in there. It's got to get some legs to get out of here. If you want to see that portion stay open, you got to get above here again. So it's one of those ones where do you decide to touch it or not? There's that level right there. You tapped it, and now we're going higher again. Now I want to see that climb up above here. Find some support at that, and then use that as support to go into this premium level up here one more time at 41,391. This one seems to be the strongest one out of the three. Look how NASDAQ ate right through the whole thing and ran out the bottoms already. Oh, sorry. Look at the hourly here. We've already run through that level, this level, into the mean threshold of that candle. We've tapped that, and now you want to see a response off of this. Like this one is the weaker one out of the three. See, this one hasn't even been closed. This hasn't even been closed. We haven't even come near that candle yet. And this one here is not even, it's just barely touching this candle's, the second candle's open. So that's strength. You want to see it go higher here. Otherwise, they're all kind of slowly following NASDAQ into the sewer. Came back, filled that regular trading hour gap. And now you're getting a kick off of that. It's a small regular trading hour gap today. Got to get above here now. 10 o'clock was 9:30, is 9:50 here. We're above this one. Look, wait for the close and then wait for a run up here. To me, you've got to get out of this whole range here. You got to get above here, break that high with a bold candle. Come back, find some support at it, and then go higher. See 8:30. For that premium box there. I like the reaction of the 8:30 there. Did I catch that right? Mm-hmm. What's it, 10 seconds now? If we get a retracement back into any one of this wick here, watch it close up there. Now come back and just give this little tap right there, and go. Come back into the mean threshold, tap it and go all the way to the bottom, tap and go. Right there. That's it. That candle, find support at that and go higher. If it rolls through there, then these are the levels that you want to look for. Right there. The highs. Now you want to see it start digging through there. You get it held right there. Excellent. Now look for this premium box. It's just been hit. So again, this retracing back down into it. I don't want to see it getting down in there. See, to me, if you're just coming back and just tapping these old wicks, this Sibby one more time, that's fine. But you don't want to see this constant keep coming back down. This is the whole crazy wick thing that bothers me. I want to see something clean, go down, come back up. See this revisiting down in here. Retap 830. See if you hit that premium box. Now you've got a retracement back down again. So if 10 o'clock takes out this low, we close below here now. Hit the premium box, so box to box. This one you didn't get an opportunity to get in it, right? So it's just going to run deeper into here, 50% of that range. Opening the first fair value gap open, first presentation. Breaker. Back to the breakers high, or it's open. Sorry, it's closed. Let's go. Give us another price leg higher. On the top side, this one, just the box you're talking about. If this is the one you're talking about, I'll drop back there for you. Punk. Right there. And this is all the opening range, midnight open ranges, first fair value gaps, the opening midnight open levels, opening ranges, and the 4 a.m. There's no, the 4 a.m.'s up top there. There's another 4 a.m. buried inside there, so there's a lot of those key levels above us. We start to use those as support to go higher. Ideally, that's what you want to see. If we just stay off here and roll over and take out this low one more time for 10 o'clock to set the low, and then look for that reversal. But I want to see something clean, not all this chop going on here. How's our oil doing? Traded back through it, found support at it, right there. Come on lower. At 10 o'clock. See, we literally closed on it, hey? Talk about a messy little level. Now, that's the debate you have to give yourself, James. Is that enough for me to just trade back into this level, tap it, and then go lower? So you could see a run up into the mean threshold of this candle puts us right into the open of that candle there. Sorry, the close of this candle is 59 big figure. And 59 big figure puts us right there in that mean threshold. So if we run up here one more time, tap that, roll over and come back down. I want to see us now. This would be fine if we just opened here and just started coming lower. And just started driving it through this first presentation. Come back, find support at that. And then you want to see this come lower. Because if we get back through this one, through that mean threshold again, take out these highs, and then you've got to run back into this level. That whole level there can provide support. All the way back to that 59.37 level we mentioned. I'd still like to see that leave from here. I would like to have seen the body close below here. That's the close of that candle. Or the low. 58.85. Closed above it. It's a wait and see game now. Some people may be like, I'm all right for that. And then if you get a big retracement back into here, there's a lot of profit. Stop loss to have if you're wrong. And now this low has been swept, this becomes important, right? If this just turns into a fair value gap here now, the SIBI, this candle just closes in here, and that becomes a SIBI, you don't want to see that get closed above. And you're right back into that breaker again. So watch that mean threshold. There's the body open. If this is the candle that's going to do it, it'll be right here. It's a 7 candle. Should make us a nice little swing point right there. Right in the level we're looking for. 59, big figure. Right on the money. This candle's open, or it's closed. Look at its close up here. Is 59 big figure. So that is tapped perfectly off the bottom of that candle. It's close. It's a 7 candle, so I'd expect to see that be the turning point. If that gives up, if that gets taken, then you're looking for 8, 9. So you're looking for a run on the highs. Gotta love Tibbs when it's at perfection, eh? When you start lining up key levels with time, price. On a 7. Tell you, Tibbs is amazing. If you, so now this could be, so the 7, 8, 9. So here's your next reversal or next change in direction. So it'll be a 9, 10. This could start pushing this through here. There's another run higher. I want to see 8. I want to see 9 and 10. Keep acting all blue candles all the way down. 11 and 12. 14 reverse into here, give us another wick, and then start pushing lower, take out this low. That's what I want to see now. So I'll come back to that in a few minutes and see if we get, I'll come back to that at 14 and see what we got there. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, reverse back into here, create a little swing point, and then continue coming lower and take out that low. If 9, 10 becomes the turn, this is the next push higher for that high. So far, so good. We've hit our premium box again. Discount. Inside this whole range here, you've run down into this SIBI. We ran above it. We didn't get an opportunity to trade into it. Remember I tell you, now we get an opportunity. Doesn't let that go. Run through. Now I want to see it pop through here and start climbing higher. There's the fill. We'll see how we act inside here. Look for a lot of chop in here, you guys. A lot of chop. Bitcoin reaching for that upside objective. Bet you that's a cam 3 right there. Cam model 1, 2 in here, and 3 is this leg right here, 50%. Comes back, taps it into that little fair value gap. Now it takes out that low, comes inside it nicely, runs higher. Tap that. You want to see that go higher now? Take out this high and run higher. So far, that's acting quite nicely. Gold, what's that up to? Still sideways. Come up to 14 now. There's 10. Creates a new high, so 9 turn, 10 turn, 12, 13. Now here's 14. We want to see 14 get below here. Put us right back into the main threshold of this candle again. $12. Yeah, you're consolidating. The other ones left are 16, 17, 18. You got the squabblers wanting to make a new high in here. If we don't see 14 start running down here lower now and taking out some lows and using this level as support to come lower, then you get consolidation. 16, 17, 18 will be bouncing around in there for a while. What's DAX up to? So DAX has come through this level, come back to that level, and now you're looking for this to come lower or kick off of here and come back through here. Find some support at this, take out these highs, go higher. If not, react off of here. So you're between these two making a decision whether that's going to go higher or lower. That supporting price to go lower. This is holding price, and you're above the consequent encroachment. You just got wicks get digging down into here, so you want to see this continue to get some strength, get through this inversion and this first presentation. Find support at that, wait for this upside market structure shift, and then run for your premium box up here. You get above that, upside objective, buy side liquidity. Right back in to that SIBI, build it. These aren't important anymore. Let's see if we can get some support inside here. Oh, this is the weekly. That's why I want to, like, why is it taking so long to get there? But this is the week. It's a weekly level. It's more like a volume imbalance, but neither here nor there. You want to see this provide support now and leave this gap open if you want to push higher. If this is really suddenly bullish, I'm looking for this little guy right here. That's a daily level. There's lots of little holes, cracks in the wall. They can get their fingers in to pull higher. If this is just run out the liquidity here and we start trading back below here, find support of that, we'll come back into this range again. You want to see these candles hold price and not just start to break down here now where it just ran liquidity out there and quickly rockets back down. Let me I'm just gonna screen capture something here. Okay. I sent them a note. Good morning, Mark. I sent them a note regarding that notification. Nobody received a notification this morning, and I did not get I don't see any commercials or anything happening on there either. Haven't set a foolproof strategy around the 3 a.m. candle as of yet, but I'll make sure I have it by next week. But it's working. Okay. Let's look at that 3 a.m. 3 a.m. candle right here. So you wouldn't get anything off that 3 a.m. candle till, yeah, I'd like to know what time frame you're working in. If that 3 a.m. candle, if you're looking at 70 or anywhere in the a fib tool anywhere inside that candle, once you close below it, or you took closing below it on a 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, or are you waiting for an hour to close above or below it and then a retracement back into it for a continuation on the downside? You need to establish all that stuff, Mark. Like, what time frame are you working on? to pull your fib tool in that 1 hour? Are you on a 5, 15 minute, or do you just wait? Because you have to establish it on which one closed below. Because I'm sure a 1 minute chart closed below there at one point and then reversed and came back up again. A 5 minute chart may not have, 15 minute may not have, and nobody closed above that candle or below that candle till here. So if you trace back into it and you pull 50% of it, you're expecting this to come back into a portion of that candle, which would be 50% of it would be a full fill of this SIBI. Yeah. So you need to establish what time frame you are on for that rule. See how we've now closed above this premium box and we've tapped it. Right back into here. I want to see a buy from there. Let's go. Read the buy right there. Was it yesterday's 3 a.m. candle I was looking at? That's what I'm looking. So I'm working on how each time frame coincides. The 1 minute has panned out the most. No, I was saying if you mark out yesterday's 15 minute 3 a.m., it's playing off of that area as we speak. So we traded through it. Yeah, you'll have to explain it to me. I can't see much logic in there right now, but I'm sure you can. I'm missing something. So body broke above this high here, and we've used it and this premium level here for support to go higher. And we're digging into these upside support levels, upside key data points, according to Michael. So you want to see this hourly get above this SIBI here now and climb up on top of these relative equal highs here. We want to see a bold candle get through here, come back for 11, find support, push higher. So you want to see like that 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock with a 50% retracement, 50 to 62% retracement back into the SIBI, and then continue on for lunch. That's what I'd like to see on the hourly level. So the 5 minute, we're coming into that 5 minute box right here from 981 to 999 or 2000 big figure. That puts us right on. So you got all these opens. You have between the two week opening, is it the new weeks? Yes. Between the weekly new week opening gaps, we have the event horizon. So 30 up here puts us in the top of this BISI again, right? So this is just a fair value gap. We have not closed above or below it yet, so we're just inside that fair value gap working it. So you want to see 2030 or 200 030. You want to see that give way on a close, and then we can start looking for this to go higher. So the first indication it's going to go higher is through here. Use this for support, and that will be the 30 level. And then you want to see that coincide with time and price. I don't want to see it just come up to here, hit this, reverse, and come back down through that level. We close below here at 944. On a close, if we get back through here on a close and come underneath it, we're coming back down into that range again. This could be just a retracement back into the CAM Model 1 level right here, and then roll over and come back down. So for me, this is the pivot point for continuation on the downside, or that 81 level here. Close above that so we can start running higher. So you still want to see this provide support off the top of the candle here, which it is. Let's see if we can find something exciting. What's going on here in oil? So the squabblers. Now we've got the low taken right there. Trade back into it, looking for continuation. So you found your support off that level. That mean threshold number 7. Oh, number 10. 710. Right off mean threshold. Held price. Finally broke the low. Come back inside. Now I want to see this continue coming down into here. First look for this level to get taken. So you're looking at for 58.47. Did you go short on that, James? I don't know if he's still in here or not, but looking for 58.47 down here. That's the downside I'm looking for. James isn't with us anymore. Trade it below the low here. Look for a return back into here. I'd like to see us just tap this one more time. And then you can go short there. That's nice. Take out that low. Then I'll move to break even. I don't want to see it get back above this level right there. And it just tapped it beautifully. And I'll watch this. I don't want to see it start wicking back up here again. 50%. See that kind of stuff you don't want to see. See it tap it and go. I can allow it to come up to here. You want to see it stay below here on a close. We'll let that run, see if we can get out of that. Gold stagnant. I want to see that starting to climb out of here now. Find support here, start running for that high, look for consequent encroachment, or sorry, the consequent encroachment of the wick, the rejection block, old high, 3 different objectives inside there. We have a change in direction here. Back inside this order blocks. This breaker right here, it's open. You want to see that hold price. This is nice. You don't want to see any more reaction down in here. You want to see that start driving higher now. You want to see that go higher. This digging down in here is not what you want to see. If it goes through 3 of these, then look for the run down here. This thing has to hold. See what I mean by it's not acting the way you want it to act? You hit it, reacted. Now it's coming back in here, coming back in here. This is not what you want to see. You want to see clean price action. Break through it, come back, give it a kiss, and go. This is high resistance. How's the oil trade doing? Right back up into that level. It hit it. Now I want to see this again. You want to see a clean reaction now. It's hit that high. You want to see it start driving lower now. It's done its retracement back into this level. If it's got intentions to get down there, it's better start leaving now. Start getting some legs, because this is all high resistance stuff. So I don't want to see it come back into here again. Right there. I'm just going to leave that at break even. It's got to start leaving here now. Now what can happen is it can come back, tap this little box here. So I will stick this just at the halfway point. I got a feeling it can come back into here. Give that a little tap. Like right there. And now I want to see it come down. Now I'm going to put it there. I don't want to see it go up there again. That's where my stop loss was. I thought, see, it came back and got me anyway. This whole retapping thing. Tap it and go. Oh, I'm not interested. So watch, if it revisits this again. Already through it. It would have taken out the stop loss up higher, right? So you want to see that tap that level and go once you've traded through it. So now if we go back above it, you're going stuck back in here to this little guy right up here. So like to like erase. So that rolls over, comes down, taps this in the next 30 seconds, closes, comes back, taps that, comes back up here. So I'll come back to that in a few minutes, see if this level and that level are wrestling each other. You can come back to 97, 242 is a wick. And you got to get back up there. Looks like it's going to go lower now. We're at this mean threshold here. Give that a little tap. Come back lower. Take out these lows. So if we start going lower, look for this 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock to take out this low. There's the lows taken. Let's see if we can close below here. So next objective is 8:30. Then the first presentation. There's the 830. There's the first presentation. You'll see some support off of here. Ooh, that's good. Didn't even come back and tap it. Just keep coming. What's this? A 50 candle, right? Then you want to see this one give way, and we're heading for this little magic box Hadi and I were looking at here on the 1 hour down here on the 5 minute. Is it the same one? Nope. Where's the 1 hour one? Are we on the same one? Oh, it was the 1 minute, not 1 hour. That's this guy way over here. Right there. Look for a run on the lows. Look for this little objective down here. Miss you guys, but I have to make money offline first for the bills. Yeah. We miss you too, Simo. You got to keep working, man. You got to do what you got to do. It's just if I go zoom out, it's not so much a different background. It's just overlapping weekly chart, like a weekly objective. That's my gray box for my weekly chart. And we're just sitting inside that right now. If you look at my weekly level. What am I looking at there? That's not even a weekly level. Stand by. What am I got in there? I put that freaking thing in there for a reason. That low. Oh yeah, to that high. Inside here. That's my weekly. I knew I had a reason for it. That's why the background, it's no different than white than I normally have, but it's just the weekly level. And there you go, right to our little box. Theta, I got to figure this out on how to use it with rules. I'm not crazy price, just hit today's 15-minute and melt it. I'm missing something. Well, I can work on it with you, Mark, if you want. I'm usually pretty good at solving puzzles and looking for patterns. Remember, it has to work on all time frames. If it's just specific to one time frame, to me, it's just not that reliable. So there must be something. If you're seeing it repeating itself, you're unconsciously picking up on a pattern that you're not consciously aware of just yet, but you see it just keeps working all the time. So find your reference, whether it be at the 1 minute on an hourly candle, or is the hourly candle on an hourly candle, or is it the 15-minute, the hourly on a 15 minutes? So it's the 15-minute candle, the first 15-minute candle? Is it the first 5-minute candle? Is the first 1 minute candle? Or is it the whole hour? If it is, what reference are you giving it? 15, 5, 1. There's the 8:30. So it looks to me like we want to run for these lows. I thought this was going to be a lot quicker today, this week. I was kind of anticipating we would get down here a lot sooner, running this liquidity and get down into here to go higher. But it just doesn't seem to have gotten down here. This was where I wanted my weekly low to occur. But I wanted to see the weekly low get hit and then go higher for the rest of the week. It just seems like it wants to roll over, and this is going to be the weekly low inside this range. And it was going to be, I guess I over anticipated where I wanted to see the week end up. So we'll see if this hourly ends up in here in this discount box. If we close below that, looking for these dailies down here, that's why I was saying we were talking in here about the bull trap. That bull trap is totally we're looking for this thing to run higher. It didn't. We said bull trap and it turned into a bull trap, and now we're definitely in that. So I'm glad that notification, if you guys were watching that in the channel, has manifested, because right now it's been nothing but a bull trap. And all we seem to be doing is running up to the premium box, peeling away, running up to the premium box, peeling away. So if this just continues like this to peel away, we expect it to run these lows out, come back into this level, and then peel away again into here. If we gap higher, so we didn't gap higher, we gap lower. We wanted to see it close above that level to go higher, and it didn't. So that's where we're sitting right now, as far as I can see. Small little imbalance here, right off the 8:30. This is 11 o'clock now, so I like this. 11 takes out 10 o'clock. Now I want to see a retracement back in here. Does 12 o'clock take out these highs up here? So now that we've got this run down here, I want to see if we get a we'd have to get a close above this this first presentation again. We use this for support. Watch this close above here. If you find support here, look for it to run higher inside this range. That's a nice 50%. Let's wait for the close up here first, though. It doesn't, so this can be another continuation on the downside. Wait for one to close above or one to close below again. Right now we're just coming back into this level. Wicks do a bit of damage, coming back to an old low. Now you want to see this progress through this level, find some support at 830 and keep coming lower. D gonna have to run, take care of some errands with some bees, golf carts, cutting, yard sale. So wife has some requests and I don't want to get in front of that train. Totally hear you, man. Enjoy your day. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I need your help. I really think I'm onto something. I'm gonna start with midnight candle and go to 3M and start a puzzle. It's messing with my head and I know they are playing off of it. Okay. Continuation on the downside. This next price leg could be quite long. So look for I like to see us literally close on it, tap it and go. See if we can get back into this level here one more time. See if this goes lower. Into that first presentation now from Tuesday. Next objective is 784. Seven, 8, 4. Bottom of this daily. New day opening gap. If we can get through that, look for support in this level to keep coming lower. I think in these tight consolidated days like this, the 5 minute seems to be the more reliable one, even though it still looks pretty choppy. Like you see, if we take out this level and then we do manage to get back, we've ran back into this level here, go lower, and if we do retrace back into this level, look at that right there. Old lows, inversion, use that inversion. Also this big breaker here, it's mean threshold. Look at that, right on 50% of the mean threshold. There to there. That's just the bodies. I don't use the wicks. Just use the bodies. Look at that, right on 50%. Nails it and leaves. So I have a theory. If price builds on order block, what is the equivalent in time? Would the start of each session be like a time order block, including midnight and 12 p.m.? I think the opening of the hour is the most crucial, I think. Or at least that first 5 to 10 minutes. Is the most crucial of the hour. Get that retap of that level. Oh, London, New York. Well, that would be, it's be the same, right? Because they all open on the top of the hours. So the very first hour that opens would be the most crucial hour. And the very first 10 minutes or 5 minutes of that first hour of the first open of the session would be the most sensitive, right? That's how I would look at it anyway. Still looking for these lows on the hourly. Mean threshold first. Tuesdays, 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. low. oil up to. So we wanted to see it break through here on 11. Looking for it to return back into here. So we could find support off here. This would be like a, not quite a cam yet, but if we come back into this candle's high, it's open. Leave a portion of this open. I want to see that go higher. Right there. I'm going to take a long right there. I'm going to put a stop down in here. I don't want to see that start marching higher. Consequent encroachment of that. That's where I'd be looking for first. Yeah. See if that one pans out. Bitcoin. Broke down. Discount. The fact that we've wicked through it once and twice. Find support off of here, roll over and come back down, take out these lows. If this runs all the way back up to that premium level again, I think there's a premium in there. Yeah, there's a small little one in there. Got marked out on the 15, so 5, you'll probably see it more in a 5 there. So tap off this, roll over and come down. I don't want to see it get through that, otherwise we look for this objective up here. Already down in the discount box here. This one has not been tapped. Remember on the way down? If we don't get it on the way down, and it just keeps eating through the second one and reaches our next objective. And now you want to see it reclaim 50% or more of this range. And 70% will put us right up here. It's 70% optimum trade entry reversal. So I'd expect to see it get up in here first. Let's see if we can get on top of that, get back in the 70% range. Look for that up here. More bearish if we can get below that level on the close. Then look for a run down into here. Found support inside there. Come lower. Close below here. Aim for this box here. I don't want to see us get below 29.41 on a close. Otherwise, forget this whole idea right now. Oh, that oil didn't work out. We didn't find support off there at all. Traded through it. Now we're down to this discount. We ran back up into that little premium area we're looking for earlier. Makes sense. Tap it. Didn't want to see it come back up into there, but I guess you did. Now you found a nice reaction off of it. Let's see if that continues to go lower now. Where do we go from here? That one right there, traded above it, into it, lower, discount. This wick was a little more than I expected. I wanted to see this wick over here. Retrace back into there is fine. Then this wick would be into this one, like for the midpoint. And then the next one, you can tap the low there and keep coming lower. That wick there kind of threw me off. So now we've traded above here, traded below it. You want to find support at this, you have to wait for these highs or lows to get taken now on a 5 minute in order to get back in sync with that. We're still dropping lower. This is really sluggish price action. This whole week's been kind of unfun. Excuse me. Yeah, it's been really kind of choppy weeks. There's just small little winners in there, but you gotta be really quick to catch them. Change in direction. And that one. What's ES doing? Finally eating through that level. It's dragging the others down, so we'll see. Dow Jones looks like it's really holding its own here. So that fair value gap, BISI is still, the bodies are still remaining above this breaker. The wicks are digging in there. It's really holding price above here, and ES is giving way. NASDAQ just broke through the low. So two of them, and Dow Jones is trying to hold them all up, refusing to go lower. It looks like the pressure's on though to bend the knee. It's going to drag NASDAQ down. That's a good objective, D. The closes, yeah, I like that open and close. 656. Yep. Just remember that 4-hour mean threshold is holding price right now, which is where that's sitting. And we've got a small little change in direction here. We've just come back and tapped it. And now you're going higher. If we close above this, then we'll come back into this range a bit more. And it's 11 o'clock, so we're anticipating a retracement, right? From the 10:30. So just think about your time and your price right now, and that mean threshold 4-hour order block is holding price. Oh man, I gotta get more sleep. See how it's coming back into order block here. This fair value gap's holding price. I want to see if that comes back into this range here now. It would have to get back below here at 806 on a close. I like that we've wicked above these highs here. Just took out some liquidity there. We can get back below here. Then you can get back in sync with the next leg down. Tell you these this ketosis thing you're supposed to get into for fasting, it's supposed to give you more energy. It's definitely not giving me more energy. I'm tired. Talk about just waffling and taking its sweet time here. Okay? When the algo wants to move, oh, it's so much cleaner. This is just Chopsville here. Again, I'm just looking for this level here for continuation on Hadid's theme here. I'm looking for this level here. We tapped it and we left. That was great. Run for the highs. So if you're catching this one for long, you pay yourself at the high, you can, or the rejection block, you can see why quickly it comes back against you in consolidated environments. So it's always nice to make sure you pay yourself, get yourself to break even. If it comes back against you, you nibbled a piece off and now you're back into consolidation and it didn't leave the way you wanted it to. So we're tapping this again. See if there's anything else going on over here. These guys aren't doing anything either. SME threshold's holding. Dow Jones, let's go to a 5-minute chart. They're above this level. On a close, you have to incorporate this and this as well, I suppose. They're not out of there yet. You want to see that bust out above here, get some support above this consolidation, and you have a CAM Model 1, CAM Model 2, and a CAM Model 3 back into here. Right below, found support, looking for a run on these lows now. And the corn, oil, continuation on the downside. Finally hit that objective. Now looking for lower. Let's use this for support to come lower. On the 1-minute chart, you want to see it come back. You can tap this low here. Get through it. Come back into it. Tap this. Leave that portion open. Create a fair value gap in here. That would be equilibrium right on there. So that's I don't want to see it go any higher than that. The next candle, I want to see it run up here and tap that on a 50%. So that should hold now. And the next candle, you want to see it come back, give this a kiss and go lower. Close in there. Now you want to see that one come right back up into here. That would be perfect, like consequent encroachment with precision, tap it and keep coming. So now we've traded below here, using this as an inversion. If that holds price and continues to come lower, that's the A plus where it just taps it and goes. Up into here, you're getting your B grade response, C grade response, and you don't want to see this close in. And technically you could allow it to close in all the way to the top, then you wouldn't want to see a wick get through that. So graded response, a nice quick reaction off here and go lower would be great. But a retap of that would be a nice little B-level hit. So we'll see if that happens there. Come back to that one. See if it holds some support off of here. Sibby. Look at that hitting, nailing on the Sibby all the way into here. See got these two overlapping, higher, lower. I'm gonna mark those out. I like those. Get rid of that. We'll see if this holds and rolls over and comes back down again. Less into this if it keeps coming back up into that premium level again. You want to see this roll over here now and start heading lower. That would be right there. That would be the next price leg down. There's that level with a tap. And see, I want to see that just tap it and go and not just come back into it again. I want to see it roll over and go right down lower. You don't want to see it fill. That's a 32 candle, so that should be a turn point. Using Tibbs at points we're looking for, so all the way up to a fill. You don't want to see that, but 32, you want to see that hold and come lower. If 32 gives way, look for 30. You're into that crazy Ivan now. All the way up to 38. So that 32 you want to see hold, and then 38 come lower. All the way down to 38 down here. Nope. It's 33, so we get a fill of that. It's higher. 55. 1 penny higher. Could see a larger return now. Expect a fill. And then, so your next level is you want to see a body get hit. Consequent encroachment of this last down close candle's wick would be a fill of that level. So if we waffle around in here, 38 gives us that tap. Go lower there. Using this level of support, so we traded below it, into it, range extension. The mouse in the house for Disney. Are you still in this long, Craig? Did you buy that long? 590 is the downside. I'm going to test out 3 a.m. from 30 April. And so I'll figure out what they are doing with those times. Just way too choppy. Way too sloppy for me. Yeah, this is the kind of environment that just keeps eating up your account. I'll go for another 25 minutes for noon and then see if we get something in the afternoon. I'll be on Telegram there if I see something that's decent. Otherwise, yeah, trade through it, into it, go short. You've been short from up here, Chris. That's a good little pop through. We just wanted to see that wick just come back and tap there. Look how close we were. Didn't quite hit it. Left it open. Didn't even work inside of a wick that we would think that it would have come back in there and tapped it. Didn't. Closed below the 830. First presentation, traded below, came back inside, ran lows. So far, you're still supporting inside here. Support, support, support. And now we're back into, you think it's going to go lower. It does, it extends, it does not extend the range. And now we're back above it again. You're back into Chopsville. Good for you, 890, 820, 812. Good for you, man. Well done, Chris. Good work, man. Found support at that level. Finally broke through. Continuation on the downside. Now I'm looking for it to run these lows out below us here at 80 or 58.25. I like that for a short right there. Put the stop loss above that there. Not bragging, but just requested my second figure, 5-figure payout in 25 days. Good for you, Chris. That's awesome, buddy. Good for you. Is that from Apex? how you present things and break them down has made a world of difference. Newbies in here, sit up and pay attention. This man is a godsend. That's awesome. Thanks, Chris. A lot of love, Chris. Good work, man. Thanks. I'm glad you're getting some serious payouts, man. That's awesome. So as you can see, now we've swept this low. I do not want to see it get back here. Otherwise, it's hunting for my stop loss again. So if you see it close above here, I'm on the wrong side of that. And this is when you get a wick, just come up, clean that out, and then continue coming lower. So that's the rule you have to establish for yourself inside that range and say, look, I don't even want to see us pop through here. See that little pop through? I don't want to see that. And I'm giving that just because this level here, we've traded through it, come back, give it a tap, and then start coming lower. I don't want to see us revisiting it all over again now. That's twice. Come on. Start leaving. I don't like it. So imagine my stop losses here. Let's see if they would have taken a run on that. So the fact that we've hit it once and we start coming back into it again, don't like it. Just hit it and get out. That's the way I want to see. It didn't give me what I want, so get out. And we're back inside this guy again. So we'll see if it would have run on my stop loss. And that's where my rule came in handy then. Or I just got in way too late. Should have just waited to see if we just came back and retap this one more time. And then go lower. We've closed above this little level here now. So this is now valid for going longer into this range. So we'd have to close below there to continue coming lower now. Man, this is ever fluffing around here. Like watching paint dry. See how you've literally gone from here. You want to see it. You don't want to see it get above here. You don't want to see it get above here. It does. And then it starts to tap. It's not really hitting and running, right? Like you wanted to see this level get hit. and then start running. The fact that it was just popping around in here for a while, then finally ran, not the ideal. You want to see it just tap and go. So keeping in mind my stop loss was up here. I just want to see if this whole paranoia about waffling candles is something you don't want to participate in. Screen capture. Nope. Now I've taken my stop loss. I want to see it trade through here. Get back in sync with it once it trades below that low. So it literally closes on it, opens below it, taps into it. Now I'm going to go short on there. I'll put my stop loss above those highs. This is one of those, if it comes back and takes me out, I move. That's it. I'm done. See how those highs hit right off that low again? As soon as that moves to break even, takes that out, move to break even. That little imbalance that occurred right there. Next downside is 58.15. Tap that, now go, leave that open. That's what you want to see, just this right here and go. Cleaner price action is just that, start running, leave that open. But as you can see, it's not really as clean as we'd like. So anything back inside here before rolling lower. See, like this, return back into here. Then this one trades lower. You can return back into here. Graded response is tap this and go, leave that open. Mean threshold is the next level. There's a little imbalance right there. And then the D grade lower responses are digging back into that level too high. Like retabbing this level would be, you could, but I want to see a stronger response here. Gotcha. Good work, Chris. Congratulations again on the payout. Way to go. Happy for you, man. I love to hear it. And we'll see you tomorrow. There's that little imbalance right here. Kick off that. Let's go. Don't start revisiting it. Let's go. I don't even want to see it revisit that again now. So pay for the trade and see if it continues. Meanwhile, in NQ, we are back in this level here. Closed above, tapping it, back inside the range. The high of this candle is 44, 48. Look for a run right up into 44 to 48. Never ready bunny, you guys. There's this tiny, tiny one in here. Stretch it out. You see it sitting right there? That's the premium box. If it runs right up into that, see if it kicks off of there and comes back lower inside this sloppy consolidation. Then you'll see tiny box to tiny box. That's that one done. So now I want to see this kick off of here and start coming all the way back down into this little box down here. Cut the yard, visited the bees, and you're still going strong. Little doubt that it's going to go into the weekly fair value gap today. How about it? Gonna take those lows out from Thursday, Friday, my guess. Yep. I want to see a sell there. We have revisited that low. We could come back into here. Not that I want to see that. We'd have to close above that level. Otherwise, I want to see this roll over and come back down into here now. Seems there are some volume imbalances inside that. They haven't seen a red candle body yet. Now we're going through that. Retest this level. Gives me an opportunity to get out of my trade for a short. Went back through it, came back, gave you an opportunity to get out. Run higher. Get back in sync with it. It's going higher for now. We found support in this level. Trade through it, come back to it. So I got short there and then went through it, came back to it, and you get a chance to get out of that trade. Break even, get back in sync with it. Watch for some support above here. Start going higher. You want to go a lot higher on that one. And my stop loss will go just below that low. And we're getting into 12 o'clock. This is usually where I get my ass handed to me over and over again. So I'm just sitting below here now. Watching this level. Keep coming higher. On this side of the round trip, seems like there's a volume bounce. The round trip, yeah. See, it's no intentions of getting out of here fast, hey? You want to just see it tap and go, not just keep ripping, popping up, down into this again. Let's pop through it. The line in the sand is right there for me now. That's all you get. I'm out. Wick did the damage. I didn't want to see the mean threshold of this candle give way. Rip through it. Now if it keeps going higher, wicks are too much damage, too choppy. Have we traded back below this level now? And we're above it again. Above, below, above. Gotta wait for structure change. This would be the bull trap. If we don't get a body above here. I think that's going to be it for me, you guys. We're in this consolidation here. We're not really going anywhere. That's choppy. This is finally breaking out above the highs. I like that. Find some support here. This looks like it can go higher here. I like Dow Jones going higher. Be the only one out of the three that's actually moving higher right now. HNC or oil. Oil failed to get down deeper. Just extended the range once. It's come all the way back inside that imbalance. We've traded through this one. We've come back inside that one. We've run higher. Rejection block. Closed above this level. So you're going to see from here to here. See if this level holds. From there to there. See if this holds. And if it does, and then that gets back above here, you're running back into that range. Otherwise, you want to see that close below there, find support, and take out these lows. Gold still flat. Doing nothing. Ran right back up into that mean threshold. So here's your next downside. It's got to close below here too. And then range extension, look for this low, and then this is the next objective here for Bitcoin. See DAX skip below here, start running into this discount box down here. American dollar's holding price, just sitting flat right now. These guys are going to be consolidating. Here's where you want to see Japanese yen start to leave from here, start to run back up higher. You don't want to see it close below this level here now on the daily. And tomorrow's the potential reversal day. So we could see a nice run higher. Probably consolidate before Powell. Yeah, before that. The chat. Going to consolidate in here, I guess, till 2 o'clock. All right, well, that'll be it for me, you guys. I'm out of here. If I see anything around Powell's announcement at 2 o'clock, we'll see if we can take something in on Telegram there. Thanks for watching, you guys. I know there's only 16 of you in here, but I very appreciate every one of you popping in. And congratulations again, Chris, on your 5-figure payout, man. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Take care.